It is a split session across global markets, and the divergence tells an important story. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. Here is your complete global indices roundup for July 7th. Markets are sending mixed signals today as investors weigh competing narratives. Let us go region by region across the major global indices. Starting with the Americas session. S&P 500 edged higher plus 0.72% to $7,537.43. Equity markets are responding to reports that European stocks rally to cap best week since May. Markets wrap. NASDAQ 100 edged higher plus 1.26% to $29,698. Equity markets are responding to reports that S&P 500, NASDAQ set for higher open as chip shares recover, the mighty 790 KFGO. Dow Jones ticked up plus 0.29% to $53,056. Investor sentiment is being shaped by U.S. job creation calls in June with payrolls growth of just 57,000, unemployment rate at 4.2%. Starting with the Europe session. DAX is trading lower by minus 0.44%, at $25,703. This comes as oil prices opened lower as OPEC boosted production and traffic through the Strait of Hormuz resumed, adding pressure to energy markets. FTSE 100 ticked up plus 0.47% to $10,701. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Starting with the Asia session. Nikkei 225 dropped sharply minus 2.12% to $68,257. Currency markets are reacting to European stocks rally to cap best week since May. Markets wrap. Hang Seng is trading lower by minus 0.51%, at $23,497. Traders are reacting to news that why BHP and metal and mining stocks face a copper-gold test. Calkine Media. Kospi made a dramatic move today, plunged minus 4.91% to $7,656.31. Equity markets are responding to reports that S&P 500, NASDAQ set for higher open as chip shares recover, the mighty 790 KFGO. Nifty 50 is trading lower by minus 0.31%, at $24,354. Equity markets are responding to reports that European stocks rally to cap best week since May. Markets wrap. Sensex is little changed, hovering near $78,246. Equity markets are responding to reports that European stocks rally to cap best week since May. Markets wrap. ASX 200 slipped minus 0.31% to $8,803.90. Traders are reacting to news that why BHP and metal and mining stocks face a copper-gold test. Calkine Media. Now, a look at some of India's most active stocks in the news today. Bajaj Finance edged higher plus 1% to 1,039.40 Indian rupees. Equity markets are responding to reports that MetLife Inc. focuses on insurance and financial services while investors watch long-term fundamental. AUM growth guidance and credit cost assumptions are the two numbers that drive the stock. Any upgrade to AUM guidance signals demand confidence. Any deterioration in 90-plus day delinquencies is the early warning. The cross-sell ratio, products per customer, is the moat metric to track. Reliance is down minus 1.23%, trading at 1,305 Indian rupees. Equity markets are responding to reports that European stocks rally to cap best week since May. Markets wrap. Jio's 5G ARPU growth is the near-term catalyst as users migrate to higher value plans. The revenue per subscriber inflects upward. The retail segment is the largest in India and growing steadily. Watch for any update on the new energy gigafactory ramp, which represents the decade-long upside but requires patience. Now let us look at what is driving these moves at the macro level. Geopolitical risks remain elevated. This comes as oil prices opened lower as OPEC boosted production and traffic through the Strait of Hormuz resumed, adding pressure to energy markets. This is keeping traders cautious and supporting flows into defensive assets. The key macro overlay remains monetary policy. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Any surprise in the rate path could trigger outsized moves. Investor sentiment is being shaped by U.S. job creation calls in June with payrolls growth of just 57,000, unemployment rate at 4.2%. And looking at how some of the biggest global names are trading today. Rocket Lab made a dramatic move today, plunged minus 7.34% to $93.09. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Rocket Lab stock leads 3 aerospace picks riding space and defense demand, Simpliwald St. Neutron medium lift rocket development is the key valuation catalyst. A successful first launch would dramatically expand the addressable market and justify a meaningful re-rating. Space Systems revenue from satellite components and manufacturing is a steady, often overlooked earnings base. Watch for any Neutron program update or new DoD launch contract. Samsung made a dramatic move today, plunged minus 6.92% to $296,000. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Samsung prepares to unveil chip earnings insights as RE demand drives record semiconductor profits, crypto briefing. The HBM supply competition with SK Hynix is the defining story. Samsung needs to close the yield gap to win hyperscaler HBM contracts. Consumer DRAM pricing is recovering as inventory normalizes. Watch for any Nvidia or Google qualification update on Samsung HBM. TSMC made a dramatic move today, surged plus 4.06% to $451.79. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Learn All Crypto Topics, FEMEX Academy, FEMEX. N2 node ramp is the most important near-term catalyst. Demand from Apple, Nvidia, and AMD exceeds current capacity. The geopolitical Taiwan risk is the permanent discount the stock will carry, but the fundamental earnings power is exceptional. Arizona fab progress and U.S. CHIPS Act subsidy clarity are the structural positives. Let us give you our near-term view on the KOSPI. The technical picture for KOSPI has deteriorated. The $7,196.93 level will be critical to monitor. It represents a key line in the sand for bulls. A break below could trigger further stop-loss selling. Manage your risk carefully. To summarize, 5 indices in the green, 8 in the red today. A clear risk-off tone is prevailing across global equities. Before we wrap up, here is your watch list for the sessions ahead. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. Every morning, before markets open, we break down exactly what is moving and why. If you want that edge every day, subscribe and hit the bell icon. If today's analysis was useful, a like is the best way to support the channel. We genuinely appreciate every single one. We read every comment. Drop your view below. That wraps up today's coverage from MTRS_Market Pulse. This content is for educational purposes only, not financial advice. Always do your own research. Stay disciplined, and we will see you tomorrow. That is your Global Indices Roundup from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe for daily updates across every major market.